this season, 7 goals and 3 assists in La Liga, and plenty more in other competitions too. As the tackle goes in on the right flank for Real, and the linesman flags for a free kick. Rodrigo the victim. A.N. Munoz, the Sociedad left back this evening, the culprit on that occasion. Mario Lopez has given Real a free kick. It's over on the right hand side, but fairly well advanced. Good opportunity for a cross to go in towards some of Los Blancos' larger competitors, the likes of Karim Benzema, Antonio Rudiger, both aerial threats that Imanol Alguacil's Sociedad side will have to contend with at the Bernabeu this evening. Just shy of 3 minutes on the clock, still goalless of course between the two sides. Toni Kroos standing over this one in the all-white of Real Madrid. In goes the cross, expertly delivered just over the head of Rudiger, put out of play. Real Sociedad with the final touch, and it's gone out for a Real Madrid corner kick on the near right-hand side. Toni Kroos was in the proximity anyway. He's going to trot over to ping this one in right-footed. There's just a brief pause in play. There was a tangle in the box just a few seconds ago between Rudiger and Robin Lenormand. So the referee just went over to have a word, but the corner's about to come in from Kroos into the near post, headed away by Sociedad. Fede Valverde comes with a speculative effort from 30 yards, but cannon straight back to the feet of the Uruguayan. In goes across from Vinicius over on the left-hand side. Doesn't have the quality, doesn't beat the first man. So Sociedad clear their lines temporarily. It's going to be a Los Blancos throw-in over on the left flank, just slightly more advanced than the halfway line. It's going to be taken by Camavinga, the makeshift left back this evening. He has shown a capability to play in that position. Came through at French outfit Rennes as a central midfielder. And that's where he did start the game against Atletico the other day, but an injury to Ferland Mendy forced him to switch positions. Still effective over on that left-hand side, but here come Los Blancos with Rodrigo. Short pass from Benzema just goes astray. Sociedad back on the ball, but penned inside their own final third. Here's Munoz. Munoz finds Iyaramendi in the middle. He partners the in-demand and in-form Martin Zubimendi this evening, a man wanted by a number of top clubs, Arsenal among them in the Premier League. Here's Iyaramendi. Sprays the ball over to the left flank where Munoz receives it just inside the Madrid half. Patient build-up from Sociedad here as Iyaramendi plays it square to Zubimendi. Real not looking to apply too much pressure from the front until they get that trigger point. A loose touch, a stray pass, but nothing of the sort so far for Sociedad. A cutting pass from Zubimendi finds its way to Oyarzabal. Over on the left-hand side, Munoz sends it across and it just evades Alexander Sorloth at the back post. A tetchy, nervy moment for Real Madrid in the first 6 minutes of this game. It was well worked by Sociedad. A.N. Munoz whips that ball viciously towards the centre of the box over on that left-hand side. Sorloth had made a good run to the back post, but there was just too much pace on the cross for him to adjust his feet and make any meaningful contacts. So 6 minutes on the clock, it remains goalless between Real Madrid and Real Sociedad. And that, without a doubt, the best moment of this game so far for either side. Fede Valverde trying to feed Rodrigo, the Brazilian youngster, but a good tackle goes in by Munoz. So Madrid with a throw-in well advanced on the right-hand side, adjacent to the Sociedad penalty area. Benzema's got the ball, he's dribbling into the box, he takes the shot from the narrow angle. In fact, tried the cut back towards Valverde, but it was intercepted by Igor Zubeldia. Another nervy moment for Sociedad there. Real looking to strike back after a nervy moment of their own. Karim Benzema with the ball at his feet, dribbling into the penalty area. Not a welcoming sight for any opposition. But this time they're let off the hook. His cutback would have led to a relatively simple tap-in should it have found anyone in a white shirt. Instead, the danger was well read by the black-shirted opposition. Rodrigo drops deep, his short pass to Valverde, wide of the mark, but Sociedad can't make possession stick. The ball back with Los Blancos, ball fired up towards Karim Benzema, just outside of the penalty area. The tackle eventually goes in by Zubeldia. It's a Real throws to the left-hand side of the Sociedad box. Ancelotti's side up to go backwards and take the patient approach. Camavinga still over on that left-hand side. He's got Vinicius for company. Quick-footed Brazilian talent who scored a fantastic late goal for Real against Atletico in that 3-1 win on Thursday. Nacho plays the ball inside to Valverde. 30 yards from goal, finds Rodrigo, dribbles into the penalty area. He's got an opportunity to cross, finds Valverde, thinks about the overhead kick instead. Just can't quite get the ball to land where he wants to. In the end, he just hooked it relatively harmlessly towards the Sociedad goal, and the goalkeeper, Alex Romero, able to gather in relatively simply. As the replays filter in of that earlier saw-off chance, it really was a high-quality opportunity for the Norwegian, who's been in sensational scoring form of late. He scored in 5 consecutive La Liga games, looking up the 6th tonight, and he already almost had it in the simplest of fashions. It has to be said, he wasn't even at full stretch when that cross came in from Munoz. Took a swipe at the cross and just hit fresh air. It's a huge disappointment for Sociedad, and it would have been characteristic for Madrid of late to suffer in the first half before the inevitable rallying comeback in the second. Dani Ceballos has dropped deep to receive the ball just outside his own penalty area. Here's Militao now. Real still inside their own half. Now Rodrigo takes the ball in space on the halfway line. Ceballos in the centre circle, switches the play over to Camavinga. Now Vinicius cuts inside, neat footwork from the 22-year-old. Still got the ball, dribble past 1 and 2. Good burst of pace from Vinicius Jr. into the crossing position. Eventually the tackle goes in by Aritz Elizondo. It was a crucial foot in by the Sociedad defender. Vinicius was really starting to build up a head of steam over on that left flank. That combination of trickery and acceleration makes him such a difficult customer to defend against. Real start again now with Rudiger just outside his own penalty box. Back to Courtois. Not too much movement up the head of the Belgian goalkeeper. Rolls it short to Militao, still inside his own penalty area. Sorloth tentatively applying pressure for the black shirts of Real Sociedad. Eventually Courtois goes long and it's intercepted by the visitors. All the way back to Alex Romero in goal. He's sprayed the ball out to Iaramendi. It's confident play passing around the back by Sociedad. It's gone back to Romero. Now Real start to squeeze up the pitch as it's found its way to Zubeldia in the middle of the park. More neat pass passing by Sociedad. They are a side in form. And this is a crisp sequence of play as Iyaramendi trots away towards the halfway line. They've evaded the Real Madrid press. Munoz tries to go around Nacho, but he's stifled by the Spaniard. Now possession back with Real Madrid. It's a confidence-boosting passage of play by Sociedad, who knocked the ball 1 and 2 touch around the Real Madrid. Sociedad have won 9 of their last 10 games in all competitions. And that one defeat was last time out, a 1-0 loss to Barcelona at the Nou Camp. An extremely tough place to go this season. But that was in the Copa del Rey quarter-finals. This is La Liga, where they've won 5 matches in a row, looking for number 6 tonight. Haven't tasted defeat in the league since late October. Imanol Alguacil really has built something over a long stint in charge in the Basque Country. More crisp passing by Sociedad, one-touch triangles as Zubimendi fires it into the feet of Takefusa Kubo. One pass goes astray. They're forced to start again from the centre-backs. Here's Zubimendi. Lenormand plays the ball square to Zubeldia. Pass doesn't quite find Takefusa Kubo, and Real Madrid able to steal possession with Militao. Good feet by Rodrigo, skips around the challenge of Munoz. As Real maintain possession in the middle of the park, it's fired over to Vinicius. Camavinga's come over to offer an option on the left flank. Ceballos eyeing up the switch. It's gone back to Vinicius over on the left. Fired into the feet of Rodrigo. Knocked through the legs. Here's Vinicius. Takes the shot from a narrow angle, and it just grazes the far post of Alex Ramiro's net. Vinicius gestures to the crowd to up the volume. The Brazilian's been at the heart of all things good so far for Los Blancos. He drove into the box, knocked the ball through the legs of Igor Zubeldia. It was tremendous skill from the Madrid youngster, and it was a narrow angle to take the shot. Curled it towards the far post, and it was no more than an inch wide of striking the woodwork. Another big moment in this game. Sociedad have also come close with a low cross, evaded star striker Alexander Surloff. Just shy of 15 minutes on the clock, still live on Flash Score, and a long way to go in this first half. It's Real Madrid 0, Real Sociedad 0. Ball pinged by Sociedad over to the right back, Elizondo. Zubimendi takes the ball confidently in the middle of the park, but his pass is intercepted by Nacho. Good turn in midfield by Valverde, fires it over to Vinicius. Seeing plenty of the Brazilian on the ball, tries to take it round his man. It's Benzema in the box now for Madrid. Lays it back to Toni Kroos. Now Valverde, 25 yards from goal. Sets the ball on his left foot. Instead goes over to Kroos, who sprays the ball wide to Nacho. Quick passing for Carlo Ancelotti's side. The ball back with Nacho. He's got Valverde as an option. Madrid have almost voluntarily taken some of the momentum out of that move. Vinicius had injected some pace into it just a few moments ago. A good footwork by Rodrigo. Sociedad just can't quite make possession stick in this sequence of play. Ceballos lays it short to Valverde, and he's forced to go all the way back to Militao, who goes on to Courtois. That will be a positive sign for Sociedad boss Imanol Alguacil. Madrid unable to penetrate, forced to go backwards, and now it's their pass that goes astray. Possession soon back with the hosts. It's Thibaut Courtois who passes it short to Nacho, just outside of his own penalty area. Here's Kubo now, well advanced on the left side, the ball with Sociedad. He's got Munoz on the overlap, feeds the left back, cross goes in by Munoz, whipped in with pace and it's hit! With some ferocity in the middle of the park by Iyaramendi. Blazes past the far posts. It was a well-struck effort by the Sociedad midfielder. It just broke to him invitingly in the box. It was a tough angle. You wouldn't have expected him to find the back of the net from there. But left-footed, hard and low, just went a yard or so past the posts. Thibaut Courtois, another heart-in-mouth moment. He's had a couple in the opening 17 minutes of this one. Here's Iyaramendi, still inside the Madrid half, as Sociedad looking to test the waters. Good flick around the outside by Mendes. Sociedad retreat to their centre-back pairing. It's Lenormand on the ball. Turn finds Iyaramendi. It's patient play by the visitors in the hostile environment of the Santiago Bernabeu, one of the most famous football stadiums on the planet. But they've played like the hosts at times, Sociedad. They're a team full of confidence that believe they belong up there with the finest teams in this league. Come into this one sitting third in the La Liga table. They've not finished in the top four since 2012-13. So they're pre-kickoff 9 points off the pace of Barcelona, but only 3 behind Real Madrid, so firmly part of the chasing pack. And they were 8 points ahead of Atletico Madrid in 4th, so there's some comfortable buffer for the Basque side, but it's Real Madrid trying to make them feel less comfortable here. Flicked around the corner to Rodrigo. Vinicius receives the ball in the box now, over on the right-hand side. Madrid forced to go back to the edge of the box and start again. Camavinga finds Nacho in a crossing position on the right. Now Valverde. Vinicius tries to flick the ball around the outside of Munoz. Somehow flicks it through the legs. It's superb stuff from Vinicius. Can he get the pull back to Valverde? Not quite. Intercepted by Oyarzabal. Flank. Here is Oyarzabal now. He's got Nacho for company. Opts against getting the cross in and instead feeds it back to Brais Mendes. Again, they take the patient approach. Iyaramendi now a good 45 yards from goal. Looking to break Los Blancos down systematically. Slowly and patiently. Methodical play. They're enjoying plenty of the ball so far, Real Sociedad, on enemy territory. And it could be another case of Real Madrid's slow start that may just get the better of them. Seems as though Carlo Ancelotti hasn't quite found the answers. All the good moments for Real Madrid so far have come through individual moments of brilliance by Vinicius. That one just a few minutes ago, over on that right-hand touchline where he flicked it through the legs of Ian Munoz. Really was magical stuff. The kind of skill that only players with the most natural of talent have the audacity to try and pull off. Sociedad back on the ball, but a good interception by Rodrigo, who is another tricky customer, just like his opposite number Vinicius, over on the left flank. Here's Ceballos, finds Karim Benzema, drop deep again, the ball to Camavinga on the left flank, finds a yard of space, pulls it back to Vinicius in the box. Good look to get a cross in, tries to find Valverde on the edge. It was an ambitious ball, but a relatively easy one for Sociedad to deal with. And it's pumped forward straight away to the onrushing Sorloth. That one goes all the way through, fairly harmlessly, to Thibaut Courtois. Real Madrid back on the ball now as Valverde finds Nacho 15 yards inside the Sociedad half. Sociedad really setting out their stall defensively, a solid defensive bank of four. And Kubo seems to be playing a kind of floating role this evening, just behind the two front men of Oyarzabal and Sorloth. Almost like a narrow diamond for the visitors at the Santiago Bernabeu. It is a formation that Alguacil has experimented with in the past, keeping things narrow. And Kubo really playing very advanced against his former side, of course. Kubo on something of a personal revenge mission tonight, the Japanese international. Former Real Madrid player that never saw the first team, signed as a prodigious teenager from FC Tokyo way back in 2019, only left on a permanent to join Sociedad last summer. 4 different loan spells while on the books at the Bernabeu, without ever really being given the chance. Still only 21 years old, of course, 5 goal contributions in La Liga this season, so he's coming on leaps and bounds. And he plays a crucial role for Sociedad, such a tidy technical player, Kubo. And it would be a spectacular development to see him get on the score sheet in the Spanish capital this evening. Sociedad currently penned into their own final third. Audacious pass into the feet of Zubimendi. Eder Militao was on the scene. Cover, survey their options. Militao did just go through the back of Kubo, which is why the referee had no choice but to point for a free kick just outside of Sociedad's penalty area. So Real, the closest contenders to catching Barcelona in La Liga going into this game. They were 3 points behind. That was extended to 6, but they're trying to do something about it here as Vinicius Jr. whips it low across the box towards Benzema, but it takes a nick, helpfully for Sociedad, into the hands of Alex Romero. So the 3-point gap at the top of La Liga was extended to 6 points. Barcelona's 1-0 victory over Girona on Saturday. Pedri scoring the winner. The freight train that is Xavi's Barcelona just keeps rolling on. And again, Los Blancos trying to do something about it with Rodrigo. Made it a yard of space in the box, but a good tackle goes in. Robbie Lanorma may not get away with it though. Real smell blood here. Valverde's pass across the penalty area intercepted well. Now Sociedad on the attack. Kubo receives the return pass. He's being chased down by Camavinga. Good footwork by the Japanese international. Now Bryce Mendes, brilliant tackle in midfield by Toni Kroos, and eventually Zubimendi flies into a tackle, and he's going to get a yellow card for his troubles. It had been a good start to the game for the 23-year-old. Just overly eager to get the ball back there from Dani Ceballos. Slightly challenged, nowhere near the ball. Referee Mario Lopez shows his first yellow card of the evening. Not too many complaints from the player himself, and he's going to have to tread carefully against a selection of tricky customers at the Bernabeu. Dani Ceballos, of course, among them. Luka Modric left on the bench this evening. Of course, there was a taxing 120-minute Madrid derby encounter just on Thursday, only 3 days ago. Modric was heavily involved, played an influential role in that game. 37 years of age now in Croatia. So perhaps too big of an ask to feature in this one. Another highly strung, high-stakes game in La Liga, really. Sociedad with the opportunity to pull level on points with tonight's opponents, which would be some feat midway through the La Liga season. Sociedad with so many homegrown players operating on a fraction to shrug off a challenge, but Rudiger gets the foot in. That's going to be a Sociedad throw over on the right flank inside the Real Madrid half. So Carlo Ancelotti, sharply dressed as ever on the touchline, chewing his on without a care in the world. Not a manager. Too much emotion all the time. Ancelotti, 63 years of age, he's seen just about everything in football management. One of the most decorated managers in the history of the game. 4 Champions Leagues, a Premier League title among his glittering trophy cabinet, along with spells at just about every prestigious club on the planet. There's a couple of legs there between Oyarzabal and Toni Kroos. That's why there's a brief stoppage in play here, just shy of the half an hour mark. It's still Real Madrid 0, Sociedad 0. There's been positive moments for either side. Vinicius Jr. coming up with sporadic magic. Certainly appearing at this time. Slick passing, well organised in defence. Testament to the fantastic job Alguacil has done in the Basque Country. Real will be looking towards their usual suspects this evening. They're starting attacking trio: Benzema, Vinicius, Rodrigo, all on the score sheet against Atletico on Thursday. Rodrigo with a stunning solo goal. Benzema, characteristically clinical finish at the back post, and Vinicius with a solid run and finish in the dying embers of the game. But here comes Sociedad. Well worked into the final third. Kubo takes the ball 20 yards from goal, plays the through pass to Brais Mendes, but there's just too much on it for the Spaniard to catch up. Brais Mendes, Sociedad haven't really involved too much in the game so far. Such a danger man for the visitors. 17 goal contributions in all competitions. He's really kicked on in leaps and bounds. It's already the best goal scoring season of his entire career, and we're only at the halfway point. He's been in red hot form, and Mendes was the player. Got sent off against Barcelona in that Copa del Rey final. I think a beautiful ball over the top to set Vinicius free down on the left-hand side. Cuts back on his left foot. Valverde's free on the edge of the box. Lays it off to Toni Kroos for the strike, and it's well saved by Ramiro. Palms it out of danger's way. It's a effort by Toni Kroos, and an accurate one. You'd expect nothing less from the German World Cup winner. It was bound for the bottom corner, there's no doubt about that. Ramiro had to get down and make the save, and he did what was expected. So currently a Real Madrid corner on the near right-hand side, and Kroos himself has come over to take it. In it comes from Kroos, headed away by Sociedad. Hit by Valverde, that's a speculative effort on the half volley from around 30 yards. Kroos' well-struck effort, just the latest in a growing collection of positive Real Madrid moments in the opening half an hour of this game. once again, Benzema not heavily involved. Zubimendi takes the ball and turns sharply in his own half to help break the Real Madrid defensive structure. All good feet by Zubimendi. He's made a really confident start to this game. Sociedad number 3 on a yellow card, has to tread lightly, but no such concerns when he's in possession. Zubimendi again, this time his first touch gets the better of him, given away to Los Blancos, who want to take the patient approach, retain possession and draw Sociedad out of their own half. Kroos has dropped deep, finds Militao. He goes all the way back to Courtois. Rudiger's being pressurised by Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal, who's just come back after a lengthy injury layoff, 9 months I should say. A lot more than 9 minutes. After a ruptured cruciate ligament, a really devastating injury, and is a key player for Sociedad. Has been virtually evergreen in their team for so many years. Still only 25 years old, Oyarzabal. His first La Liga start of the season. March. He's a big name to come back into the fold, partnered by Sola, the informed Norwegian striker. Two yet to combine to devastating effect so far this evening, but they do absolutely have it in the locker. Nacho Fernandez on the right flank for Real. Now Valverde, he's seen plenty of the ball early on, the Uruguayan. Fake shot by Ceballos, trying to find room for a cross on the right flank. Instead finds Kroos on the edge of the box. The German turns back. 25 yards out. It's Benzema who's dropped deep this time. Real just biding their time, trying to almost walk this one into the net. They don't want to take the shot from distance. Good feet from Vinicius to go round his man yet again. Finds Rodrigo. Good feet from his teammate as well. Rodrigo's got Benzema for company. Takes the shot on his left foot and it's saved by Alex Romero. He was in some venom by the Frenchman. Romero, thankfully for the Sociedad goalkeeper, straight down his throat, and he was able to bounce the ball down on the turf before gathering in gratefully. It was well worked in the end by Madrid. Karim Benzema in that kind of position, right on the edge of the box, is exactly the player you'd want to hit that. It was on target, it was powerful, but not in the corners enough to really worry 27-year-old Romero. So a tangle between Toni Kroos and Kubo is seen. The referee point for a Real Madrid free kick just inside the Sociedad half. It's close enough, around 35 yards out. Heavyweights to trot forward and try and get their head on this. It's Kroos to whip it in swinging. Decent ball in. Benzema tried to meet it, and in the end it's been flagged for offside. So 9 minutes to go until the interval. It's still Real Madrid 0, Sociedad 0. Positive moments for both sides, but it does seem that the momentum is with the hosts, particularly in these last few minutes. But Sociedad undoubtedly showing they have the guile, the confidence and the technical ability to really slug it out with Real Madrid, even on away turf. The ball not long and it's going to be chased by Kubo. Instead, the referee's pointed for a free kick. Saul off the culprit on Eder Militao. The Sociedad striker, just adjudged to have been a little bit too physical in that aerial duel. He did throw a handbag which caught Militao in the face. Contact earlier. Play back underway with Ceballos on the halfway line. He's well advanced. He's a very unpredictable player for Sociedad to mark. He started the game at left back, of course, comfortable playing in the middle of the park. That's arguably his preferred position. And he's drifting up the pitch, drifting into central areas. He's speedy, a good dribbler, press resistant. Still, of course, only 20 years of age, a player with so much potential. He's attracted big clubs from around Europe, but Real desperate to keep hold of him. He has seen plenty of action this season, even though he's not always been the first name on the team sheet, always the first name to start. He's had to settle for a lot of cameos from the bench. He's seen plenty of minutes in the Spanish capital as it's knocked over the top to Benzema. It's a good ball. The 35-year-old gives chase against Robin Lenormand. And the tackle from the Frenchman. Too clumsy. Referee Mario Lopez points for a Sociedad free kick, much to the bewilderment of Karim Benzema. He thought it was a fair 50-50 with Lenormand in the Sociedad penalty area. And it was a very soft one to be given against the reigning Ballon d'Or winner, a player of so much quality. Benzema with 9 goals in just 10 La Liga appearances prior to kick-off. He's the second top scorer in Real Madrid's entire history, overtaking Raúl González not long ago, still over 100 behind Cristiano Ronaldo. 336 goals, certainly a respectable total, to say the least. So another foul given by the referee. He's not particularly let the game flow this evening, but it was Mikel Oyarzabal who came out on the wrong side of an aerial duel with Rudiger. The German judges have led into that challenge with his elbow. So it's going to be a Sociedad free kick inside the Madrid half. Just over 5 minutes of normal time remaining until half time. Still goalless, still live on Flash Score. Plenty of time left to go in this game. Twists and turns to develop, and there are always twists and turns when Real Madrid are involved. Free kick taken, it's well worked, it's found its way to Lenormand on the edge of the box, but eventually it's cleared away by Real, and it's Rodrigo who's bursting forward with a great turn of pace. More good dribbling by Rodrigo, finds Vinicius in the box, could be a shooting chance, rolls it off to Benzema, but a good tackle in there by Zubeldia. Real steal the ball back though, over on the left flank is Ceballos with the opportunity to cross, instead goes back to Kroos. Ceballos now and Vinicius is in space 25 yards from goal, sprays the ball over to the right hand side when Nacho has it in an early crossing position, drifts inside the right back, Ceballos takes the shot, still can't quite find that yard of space, and eventually the referee Mario Lopez signals for a free kick, and he shows the yellow card to Nacho Fernandez. He was at full stretch trying to retain possession for Real Madrid. Yelled at the victim. It's a furious reaction from Nacho. The tackle went in. I believe his opponent was as hurt as he was claiming to be, but he's gone in the book, Nacho. Original
ikalingana na uliono anolenje nwere kokuwera tonto sikuta
spell.
That is the regard you to stairs.
Break forward, Rodrigo so difficult to dispossess. Found his way to Vinicius, who's absolutely soaring with confidence at the moment. Almost everything Vinicius has touched has turned to goal in this first half, but it's not quite going to go just yet. Here come Real Madrid forward again with Rodrigo on the right hand side, spaces in the middle. then pulls it back to Ceballos, looks to the cross to the back post, could take the shot here, Ceballos instead tries to cut it back across the box, but Ayen Munoz goes out for a Real Madrid corner to be taken on the near right hand side by Toni Kroos yet again. Plenty of these opportunities for Real Madrid this evening. This their fourth, yet to make it count. In it goes from Kroos into the danger area, headed away yet again. Hit on the volley by Valverde, not for the first time. Struck it powerfully, but nowhere near the target of the Uruguayan. Their player who has a serious admirer, his own manager Carlo Ancelotti, seems by many to be one of the informed midfielders in football this season. We did see him at the World Cup with Uruguay back in December. And Ancelotti famously claims in the bin if Valverde doesn't reach 10 goals this season. Thankfully for the Italian, he is well on course. 6 in Liga already. Sociedad who come forward here with Takefusa Kubo. Tackle goes in from Toni Kroos. Good feet again from Ceballos.
Tadi nyongo baba buku aja nyangka butuh kondai gue nyangka ya na. Amerika nyongo
tete. Real Madrid free kick deep inside their own half. Coming up to 44 minutes on the clock, still goalless between Real Madrid and Real Sociedad. Sociedad with a couple of good moments, but they came much earlier in the half. It has been Real turning the screw over the last few minutes. How Ancelotti would dearly love a goal just before the interval as Vinicius knocks it through the legs of his opponent yet again. Pretty much unplayable in this first half. Vinicius, Benzema takes the ball over to the right hand side of the box. Get the cross in on his left foot. Instead feeds it to Valverde. Tries to fire it in low and hard, but the block is made by Diarramendi. And that goes out for a Real Madrid corner kick. Just a matter of seconds until we discover how much stoppage time to be added at the end of this first half. It shouldn't be a huge amount. There's no goals to celebrate as yet. No substitutions enforced for either manager. Toni Kroos to take it. Again over on this right hand side, their 5th corner of the first half. Let's see if we can find a white shirt. In it goes from Kroos again, headed away. Gathered in by Nacho on the edge of the box. Tries to cut. And he just evades the far post. It was Ceballos. Final effort. Around 20 yards out on the edge of the box, tries that curler towards the far post on his right foot. Not a prolific goal scorer by any means, Dani Ceballos. 15 goals scored in 78 career matches. That effort wasn't a bad one, just 1 minute of added time at the end of this first half. 30 seconds, so the next chance should be the last. And it's a slack pass in the middle of the park. It's set Real Madrid on their way. They've got numbers 4 with Vinicius tries to finish. Good save with the feet by the goalkeeper Alex Romero. And Sociedad have been let off the hook big time. It was a terrible pass in the midfield by Brais Mendes. Immediately set Benzema through on goal. It was a head-in-hands moment for the Sociedad midfielder. The finish from Vinicius, too close to the goalkeeper's feet. It's a Madrid corner, whipped in by Kroos and headed away yet again by the towering figure of Robin Lenormand. And the referee puts the whistle to his lips. Mario Lopez blows for half-time. That was an encapsulating end to the half. Vinicius Jr., the finest player on the pitch so far, very nearly broke the deadlock. It was Karim Benzema set the Brazilian through on goal, had to take the shot on the edge of the box, but it was really just him and the goalkeeper saving the end. Not the direction that the finish needed. It's been an entertaining first half at the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Sociedad almost opened the scoring early on when the low cross was almost turned in by Alexander Sorloth. Madrid have had some chances of their own. Vinicius Junior at the heart of all things good, posing problem after problem for the opponents this evening. So in 15 minutes time, there's 45 more minutes of heavyweight La Liga action. Live Rashford, do not go anywhere. Half time in the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 0, Real Sociedad
0.
most momentum at the end of the first half. Sociedad began the game really well, knocking the ball around confidently. And Alexander Sorloth had their best opportunity when he struck fresh air after a low cross was directed towards him in the centre of the box. It really was a top-class chance for the Norwegian, but couldn't get that contact on the ball. Since then, though, it has been Real asking most of the questions. Vinicius Junior has been a constant thorn in the side of right-back Aritz Elizondo so far in this match. So if the results stay that will stay 8 points off the pace despite having played one game more. But perhaps more importantly for Sociedad, if they're looking at top 4 qualification rather than title aspirations, they'll still be 5 points ahead of Atletico Madrid, having played 19 games each. Real Madrid coming forward here with Valverde, lays the ball off to Nacho, gets the early cross in towards Benzema, cleared away. Sorloth with good hold at play again, a big 6'5" frame. His play's been solid generally this evening, and he's laid the ball off there to Kubo. It's 2 versus 3. So Sociedad will have to play their cards right on this fast break. It's a Yakabal takes the ball inside. But eventually the ball intercepted. Real Madrid come away with it. Ceballos into the feet of Rodrigo. Good feet again by Ceballos, dancing past 2 and 3 bodies in the midfield. Eventually fouled by Brais Mendes, but the referee plays advantage. That really was magical play by Dani Ceballos. Such a talented technician when he's in the mood. To past Lenormand, Ayafabal and Brais Mendes. All going down under the challenge. Benzema's pass intercepted. It's not really been the Frenchman's night so far. But the same could be said in that first half against Atletico Madrid earlier this week. He still popped up with the goal late in the game, in extra time in fact. And here is Benzema now. Feeds into Vinicius. It's a great chance for Real Madrid. Takes the shot left-footed from a narrow angle, and it's another good save by Alex Romero. Vinicius knocked it low and across the goalkeeper with his weaker left foot. And you would have expected him to stick that one away. It was a slightly narrow angle, but still in such close proximity to the goal. He'll be sorely disappointed not to have put Real Madrid in front there. But here comes Vinicius again, driving towards the box, and it's Rodrigo to take the shot towards the near post, and it just grazes the left-hand side of the goal. It's gone out for a corner kick. Looks like that one may have got a little nick on it on its way through. In fact, it did get a fairly hefty deflection off the back of Robin Lenormand. It had Romero scrambling across his goal line. And it's Madrid's 6th corner of the game. Kroos has come over to the near left side to take it, pings it over to the edge. Valverde's going to shoot from the edge of the box. It's well struck, and it blazes past the far post. He caught every bit of that, Federico Valverde. It was a well-worked routine, pinged from the corner to the edge of the box where Valverde was waiting to take the long-range effort. In the end, it was comfortably wide of the far post for Romero. Romero, who has answered all the questions thrown his way so far. It's a good case to say that he's been Sociedad's best player on the pitch as we approach the 50-minute mark at the Bernabeu. He saved well from Vinicius at the end of the. It looked like the Brazilian was. Half-time bookended by those 2 high-quality Vinicius Junior chances. Vinicius is the kind of player who can stick those chances away. 22 goals in all competitions last season, 12 already this term. Here is Vinicius, skips into the box, pulls it back to Dani Ceballos. In turn, pulls it back to Toni Kroos. Plays just slowed down slightly as Nacho goes down under the challenge. The referee waves play on, and Sociedad come away with Kubo. Good feed from the winger. 21-year-old Japanese international still dribbling with the ball. Feeds Sorloth. Good opportunity for Sociedad. He takes a shot and he drags it well wide of the post. A bitterly disappointing moment for the visitors. Coming into this game, heavy underdogs despite their sparkling form of late. 9 wins in their last 10 games. Sorloth made that run from out to win, reminiscent of his Norwegian teammate Erling Haaland. He was sent through on goal, but the finish lacked any kind of composure and it was dragged well wide of the target from inside the box. So 52 minutes on the clock in the Spanish capital. It's still Real Madrid 0, Real Sociedad 0. But much like the first half started, a few early sighters for both sides. And plenty more to come live on Flash Score. This heavyweight La Liga clash, it's flicked round the corner to Rodrigo. Finds its way back to Ceballos, 40 yards from goal, finds Nacho. He's got Valverde on the overlap. Instead gets the cross in early, it's headed away by Zubimendi. Sorloth can't take the ball past Nacho. Eventually goes out of play for a Sociedad throw deep inside their own territory, over on their left-hand side. So no goals yet for Real Madrid in this game, but they do have the most scored in La Liga this season. 38. Just 17 games prior to kickoff. Averaging goals per match. But it is events where Barcelona have put clear distance between themselves and everybody else. Quite incredible stuff from Xavi's side. 6 goals conceded in 18 games. Goal every 3 La Liga matches. Carlo Ancelotti frustrated on the touchline as a foul given against Real Madrid. The ball finds its way to Sorloth. He's putting up a valiant fight against Militao and Nacho, but eventually surrenders possession. Now Ceballos, another good turn on the halfway line, playing up like a man with serious confidence. Dani Ceballos. It's just his 11th La Liga appearance of the season, and it's good play from Camavinga on the halfway line to skip past his man. Still go Camavinga, it's a powerful run, he goes down in the box, finds its way to Benzema on the edge, and he's just about cleared away by Sociedad. And finally, play is stopped. The linesman's flag's gone up for an infringement earlier in the move. But VAR are going to review this incident involving Camavinga. It was a sensational run from the youngster, filling in at left back this evening. Skipped past Bryce Mendes and he was away. There was no catching Eduardo Camavinga. A majestic sight in full flow. Got into the box and they are still taking a look at this one. Although it looks as though it's going to be waved away. No penalty for Real Madrid. And play set to go on. But 2 Real Sociedad changes in the meantime. Bryce Mendes the first to be withdrawn. And Mikel Oyarzabal also coming off to be replaced by Pablo Marin. Robert Navarro, the second change for Real Sociedad. So Navarro and Marin on. So Oyarzabal and Bryce Mendes off. It's a disappointing evening really for Mendes. in amongst the goals this season. Just couldn't get things going in this game. Couldn't find any joy against the white shirts of Madrid, who were shooting from right to left in this second half, decked out in their traditional all-white strip. Sociedad in their changed black jersey and shorts. Real Madrid have been a team to come on strong in the second half over the last few weeks. Ceballos goes down under the challenge from Pablo Marin, the 19-year-old substitute. Who many expected to start this evening. He's not a nailed-on regular with the first team yet, but he is getting more and more opportunities over the past few weeks. A good flick inside by Rodrigo. Valverde finds Rodrigo in the centre of the box, took the shot, and it was a heroic block in there by Igor Zubeldia. It all happened in a flash from a Sociedad perspective. Valverde laid it on a plate for Rodrigo, and it was absolutely fantastic last-ditch defending by Zubeldia, denying what could have been the opening goal for Los Blancos. In comes the corner from Kroos. Rudiger went up for the header. It's Ceballos on the edge of the box. Opts against taking the shot. Tries to find Benzema. Cleared away by Sociedad. And the black shirts can jog clear of their own penalty area. Breathe easy just for a moment. Good defensive work by Elustondo. Heads the ball out for a Real throw over on the left-hand side inside the Sociedad half. Now Valverde. Here's Vinicius. He's got space over on this left flank. Isolated against Elustondo, but he cuts inside. Flicks back again. So hard to dispossess Vinicius Jr. Ball now with Toni Kroos, 30 yards from goal and retreating back towards his own half. Valverde plays it square to Rodrigo. He's popped up left, right and centre this evening. So hard to pin down. Free-flowing attack in many ways for Real Madrid. Back with Vinicius now, takes the ball round one and plays the ball square to Eder Militao. Still 30 yards from goal, Real Madrid struggling to make penetrative passes. Ceballos surveys the options ahead of him, instead finds Camavinga. Now Rodrigo. It's a prolonged spell of possession in the final third this for Real. Ceballos fires it in. It's Rodrigo that's got the ball in the box now on the left hand side, finds Benzema, but he snatches at the shot on his weaker left foot, and it goes well wide of the target, and in the end the linesman's flag would have pulled that one back anyway. They did just up the ante, up the pace. After that slow, patient build-up, Real Madrid, it's so hard to know when they're going to just flick into that extra gear. That's what makes them tricky to defend against, particularly when they've got those unpredictable talents, Rodrigo and Vinicius on either flank, drifting here, there and everywhere. So we're ticking up towards the hour mark in the Spanish capital. It's still Real Madrid 0, Real Sociedad 0. And you'd have to feel that the visitors would be the happier of the two with this result. Madrid odds-on favourites prior to kick-off. Sociedad retrieve possession. All the way back to Alex Romero between the sticks. He's pulled off a few important saves this evening. Pass searching for Pablo Marin, but doesn't find its intended target. Good from the left-hand side. Doesn't quite find him. It's found its way to Kubo in the end. On the right flank. Flicked around the corner. And cleared away by Real Madrid. Sociedad come again with the ball on the right flank, and Kubo plays it centrally to Marin. It's a fantastic return pass to Kubo, takes the shot, and it's a fantastic save by Courtois. It was almost a dreamland moment for Takefusa Kubo on his return to the Bernabeu. And now it's Real Madrid that are on the fast break. Vinicius receives the return pass from Rodrigo, but eventually he's dispossessed by Lenormand. Have to say, Sociedad's two central midfielders were so heavily involved in the first half. Zubimendi and Iyaramendi. We've seen so little of them, especially since the break. Zubimendi was almost running the show in the opening stages. Takefusa Kubo tries to play the ball over the top to Sorloth. That one goes all the way through to Courtois. It was a nervy moment for Real Madrid when Kubo found that yard of space in the box, took the shot, footed from the narrow angle. Courtois got down low to his right. Good reactions from the Belgian goalkeeper. Play from Ceballos again. He's been one of Madrid's better performers against Sociedad this evening. Good feet from Vinicius. He's been a constant threat. Now he's Kroos, 40 yards from goal, plays that big crossfield pass over to Nacho. Madrid's 10 white-shirted outfield players camped inside the Sociedad half as the clock ticks over onto 62 minutes, just 28 to go of normal time. A great flick on the corner from Vinicius, and it's Camavinga racing towards the box, sends in the low cross, cleared away by Sociedad, and Marin chests the ball down. Elizondo trying to dribble clear of danger, but loses possession. Could be in a bit of trouble here as it's Vinicius that comes forward towards the box. More quick feet from the Brazilian. It's been an exhibition from the left winger this evening, but he's dispossessed. Sociedad back in possession. Here's Iyaramendi, former Real Madrid player between 2013 and 2015, moved for big money 10 years ago now. Aside from that stint at the Bernabeu, he's been a one-club man with Real Sociedad. He did play plenty of football, 90 games in 2 seasons for Real Madrid. But he was promptly sold back to where he came from. Sociedad searching to come forward here with Navarro. Navarro, the substitute, finds Rico on the overlap. In goes the cross. It's too deep for Sorloth, and it's a simple one for Courtois to gather in. As replays filter in of that terrific Kubo chance just a couple of minutes ago. The teenager Pablo Marin's superb return pass. But it's Madrid coming forward now. The cross sent in by Vinicius Jr. headed away. Gathered in by Fede Valverde as this game just takes a step up in pace from both sides. Ceballos shaping up for the shot on the edge of the box, finds Rodrigo, tries to play the return pass for the Spaniard. It's intercepted by the left back Diego Rico. Sociedad able to dribble clear. Kubo still inside his own half and being put under pressure by Camavinga. Good tackle goes in by the Frenchman, who then goes and retrieves the ball, goes down under the challenge from Elizondo. More fantastic work by Camavinga. Tenacity to make second before Aritz Elizondo, the Sociedad right back, was already committed, sliding in. It was a painful one for both players. Looks though Elizondo's the one that's come off worse. But the Sociedad man gets a yellow card for his troubles. Another player that will have to tread lightly for the remainder of this game. Just over 25 minutes of normal time remaining. And there is going to be a pause in play while Elizondo receives treatment. Takefusa Kubo's already signalled to the bench the unmistakable gesture. But a substitution needs to be made. He certainly hurt himself, throwing himself into that stiff challenge. Aritz Elizondo, the 28-year-old, who spent his whole